Question four is pretty basic. We just simply multiply the denominator with the whole number, and then we plus it with the numerator. We make sure that we keep the denominator the same. So your answer should be 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11, so 11 over 4. Next one, 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1, 22 over 3. Next one, 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22, so 22 over 5. Next one, 8 multiplied by 11 is 88, plus 3, 91 over 8. Next one, 10 multiplied by 14 is 140, plus 6 is 146 over 10. We have to simplify this. It's a big number. Both numbers end in an even number, so definitely the number 2 will go into both equally. So 146 divided by 2 is 73, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. We know that in the multiples of 5, there is no number 73, so we can't simplify that anymore. So your final answer should be 73 over 5. Okay, so in question 5, we need to change these improper fractions to mixed numbers and make sure that we express it in simplest form. Now, just to remind you, whenever we change an improper fraction to mixed numbers, we look at the denominator, we ask the question, how many groups of 5 are able to go into the numerator? So just to refresh your memory, I'll just give you an example of what I mean. So in this case, we have 7 lines here, and we know that in the number 7, there's only one group of 5 that is able to go into the number 7. So we have a remainder of 2. So this would be the whole, and this would be the remainder. Okay, so we know that. So now we can just go ahead and write the answer. So we know that 5 goes into 7 once, and there's 2 remainder, so the remainder is the numerator, and remember, we always keep the denominator the same. So your answer should be 1, 2 over 5. For the next one, we can look at the number 21. We know that 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 4 is 24. So 6 will not go into 21 4 times, but it'll definitely go into 21 at least 3 times. So we write the number 3. There's a remainder of 3, because 21 minus 18 is 3. So we write 3 as the numerator. Then we make sure the denominator is the same. Are we able to simplify this further? Yes, we can. 3 goes into both the numerator and the denominator. So now we're left with 3, 1 over 2. That was for B. A, C. 24. We know that 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25, so 5 can't go into 24 5 times, but it can definitely go into 24 4 times. So 4 would be the whole. 24 minus 20 is 4, so the remainder is 4, and we keep the denominator the same. So your answer should be 4, 4 over 5. Question D. 156 over 10. We know that 10 goes into 100 10 times. We know that 10 goes into 50 5 times. 10 plus 5 is 15. So 15 would be the whole. 156 minus 150 is 6, so the remainder is 6, so that goes as the numerator. and the denominator we keep the same. Are we able to simplify this further? Yes, we can. We know that 2 goes into both the numerator and the denominator equally, so the answer should be 3 over 5. So 15 and 3 over 5. Question E. Okay, so for question E, I know that 3 times 11 is 33, 3 times 12 is 36, 3 times 13 is 39, so 3 cannot go into 38 13 times, but it can definitely go into 38 12 times. So I'll put down 12 as the whole. 38 minus 36 is 2, so the remainder is 2. And we keep the denominator the same. We can't simplify it anymore, so your final answer should be 12 2 over 3. Okay, so question 6 is asking us to add and subtract fractions. We know that we need to make sure the denominator is the same. That means that we need to find the lowest common multiple. The way we can do that is looking at your times table and highlighting the multiples of the denominators. So in this case we have a denominator of 9, so we need to highlight the multiples of 9. So we'll do that now. And then we have 4, so we highlight the multiples of 4. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're looking for one number, or the multiple that the multiples of 4 and the multiples of 9 share. And if we have a look and we look across, I can see there's a 36 here and a 36 there. So this is the first multiple that they share, so it's the lowest common multiple. So now I know that the denominator should be 36. Okay. Now, to get to 36, I multiplied 9 by 4. So I need to write here times 4, and whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. So the next one, I got 36 here by multiplying 4 multiplied by 9. So I write times 9 here. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 1 times 9 is 9. 4 plus 9 is 13, because now I can add them across because they have the same denominator. I keep the denominator the same, and I get 13 over 36. We can't simplify that anymore because 13 is a prime number. Okay, next question. 3 over 12 plus 2 over 3. I need to make the denominator the same. I need to find the lowest common multiple. To do that, I'll look at the multiples of 12 and the multiples of 3. So I highlight the multiples of 12, I highlight the multiples of 3, I'll look to find the first number that they share, or in other words, the lowest common multiple. And I can see that the number that they share is a 12 there, and a 12 there. So that's the first number they share, so it's the lowest common multiple. So now I can go ahead and put that down as the denominator. So I got 12 here, so what happened was it was 12 multiplied by 1 equals 12. So I multiplied this by 1, and then whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, for this one, I got 12 here by multiplying 3 times 4 equals 12. So I multiplied that by 4, so whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 2 times 4 is 8. So now I have the same denominators. I can go ahead and add the numerators together. So 3 plus 8 equals 11. 11 over 12 should be your final answer because we can't simplify that anymore.